Hi, I'm Clark. Today we're going to talk about the diesel engine of a sailing yacht. I'm going to change the oil and talk about some other things I've picked up over the years that'll help it run much better out cruising. I've had engines running for a very, very long time, and usually everything runs pretty good as the factory builds it. But if you get any rust on the flywheel or any of the front pulleys of the engine, they'll eat through V-belts as you watch. They'll just make a mess. So I've switched to a ribbed belt, a flat belt. It's what's on modern cars today. It doesn't look like it would be anywhere near as prone to failure, even if you had corrosion on the pulleys. You have to replace the pulleys, but it comes as a kit, and it's not terribly expensive. I mean, it's a boat thing, but I got this from a company called ElectroMaax, and they did a really good job. In fact, they did such a good job on their pulleys and everything. They're machined out of aluminum. They go over the other pulleys for the most part, so you don't have to do a lot of heavy work, just kind of a bolt-on process. That I then bought their alternator because I wanted a spare alternator. Okay, so here's our belt system. This is the main crank of the engine itself. This is where the power comes out of, and there was a V-belt pulley under here, and ElectroMaax sends you this aluminum thing you put right over top and screw it in. It fits very well. They did good machining. And you can see it has ribs, and it locks into these little ribs on the belt. Then they give you this pulley here. This goes onto the water pump, and that's very, very simple. You take those 4 bolts off, put them on, bang, change it out. You can either change alternators, or it comes with a pulley that you put onto your old alternator. I put the pulley that came with the kit on our old alternator, but I bought their 140 amp alternator because it looked like a good alternator. And this was an option. It's an idler pulley that kind of changes the angle here, and I just decided to go for it. It's unnecessary. And finally, this little bar here that's going to replace the tensioner for the alternator. This is worth the price of admission right here. Adjusting the tension on a V-belt is very difficult. You've got to pull the alternator back with some kind of a lever, and on the Yanmar there's nothing to lever it on, and you've got to get it very, very tight and then tighten it up. Well, this thing, you just loosen it up, and then you just adjust this bolt here, and it puts it right where you want it. When it feels good, you just tighten it back up. Easy, easy. That's the kind of thing you'll start having a slipping belt. You know, it never happens when you're coming out of a marina on a nice day. It's going to happen when you need the engine and you're rolling all over the place. And when I would have a V-belt here, it would start slipping, and I would have to tighten it up, and sometimes I'd be at sea in the ocean doing this, my tools falling into the bilge. It was just so great to have this easier piece of kit. So I've put the whole kit on with the other alternator, changed out its pulley so that it would work with the flat belts, and then I bought their 140 amp alternator, which is the one I'm actually using. If you're going to go a long ways, it's a good idea also, I guess I'm adding things to the list, to have a spare alternator. The alternator itself can fail and not make electricity, and that's sad. But what's worse is if the bearings in the alternator fail, because then it won't spin, it'll burn out the belt, and that same belt is running a water pump that cools your engine. So now you don't have an engine. So there are these relatively cheap parts that if you have a spare of, it can save you from the whole engine going down. Check the description. I'll put links to all this stuff to make it easier for you, and then you get to look at pictures, because it's kind of a dark engine room. I'm sure that we haven't shown you what it looks like in a very good way. Thanks for watching the video. I hope this is helpful. A diesel engine doesn't have to be scary, especially if you take care of it before something really goes wrong. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff that tells other people this is worth watching. And have a great day.